Okay, we apologize for the technical difficulties. Hopefully people will be able to find their way back to us here.
Would it be under the same link?
No, that's
okay.
what I'm in the process of doing, is correcting the link now.
Yeah, we just had a little error, but to recap what you guys missed, Kevin made the 1 ball, played safe on the 2, and now we're back. He is on the 4 ball now. He's going to drift it into the side, give himself a little bit of angle on the 5 ball in the side, or he can go all the way through. I'm just drifting this ball up a little bit. There you go. You good here?
Yeah.
He's looking at the angle to see if he runs into the 6. He can draw it just a little bit, or he can put it center ball, and he should run into the 6. There you go. Center ball runs into the 6. Doesn't leave himself the desired angle.
No, that's not it. Shit.
He needs to stretch a little bit more than he would like. Old man Ferguson's back. All right. All right. Hopefully we can get everybody back. We had about 250, 260 people. So we're trying to share the link to everything right now to let everybody be able to come back in. And Kevin is taking his sweet time, so he's allowing us to do that without you guys missing a lot of action. That's really nice of him. He's got a pretty long extension now. He's probably just going to go forward 2 rails, come between the 8 and the 9 for the 7.
Okay, it looks like we're good. I got the link is good. I am leaving to go shoot my match now.
Yep.
So
good luck.
I hear
he's not as good as he was a couple years ago, so it's fine. All right. All right. So now it's even more important for you guys to talk to me.
On the ticker to update the TV scores when the match ends.
Yes. All right. So Kevin's just going to be able to drift this ball forward a little bit and have the 9 in the top left corner. And it will be 2-2. All right, Jeremy's back. More people are back. We need to get everybody back. Hello, sir. You're commentating with me? Yeah. All right, go ahead, put your headphone on. What up? How are you, sir? Good. Nathan just wanted to say hi, and we are joined here. I'll make sure this is on for you. It is. By one of everybody's favorites. I don't know how you can like it, but Scott Haas.
Hi.
Hi. How are you today?
Good. I'm adjusting to the headphones here a moment.
Okay.
I didn't realize you guys could hear yourselves.
Yes.
As you're talking.
It drives us crazy when we can't, because you don't know what you sound like at all, and you're just speaking into dead air because these are almost noise cancellation.
Well, that's all right. Everyone's going to have to deal with the Lancaster County accent here.
They deal with my lisp, and they deal with Dave. I'm pretty sure your accent is going to be just fine.
That was a little unlucky. So we're 2-2 here.
You're going to want to put this just a little bit closer. It is
How
2-2.
was that?
You're good. It's 2-2. Rob won the first two games.
Yeah.
Either way. Yeah.
I'm gonna say he's. Yeah.
Are you
I'm
familiar with
looking it up.
Rob?
Yeah. Spanish Rob
All
or
right.
Robert Paluca. Mm, Kevin's the same age as me. We played each other
I don't know,
at
1,000
least.
times.
Nah, not that much. We're in different parts of the Mid-Atlantic.
I figured with him going up to Pennsylvania, you coming down to Maryland over the last 40 years, I mean, you guys have played a bunch of times.
Back in the day, we didn't have to travel that much. He was mostly in Delaware.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania, there were a few big rooms. Philadelphia was big action. Lancaster County had diamond billiards. There were 2 or 3 rooms between York, Berks County. You didn't have to travel that much. So the only time we really met up was if Delaware was running something pretty big at Gene's room that I can't think of the name of it.
Hmm.
Little lucky there.
Yeah. Yeah. Hit it
But
good with a little bit of pace. Got a good roll out of it.
we played each other at least 10 times.
Yeah.
I do know the one year at the Open, we drew each other first round. And in true Kevin West form, I think I had him 8-2, and I played safe. He played a weird carom on the 9, made it, and then ran the next 7.
Oh, nice.
And I think many times, at least 6 times, he beat me hill, usually coming from behind. He's very steady, holds up well, thinks well.
Yes. He before the stream had to be reset and re-put out, I was telling everybody he's one of my favorite players. I've known him for years and years and years. It's hard for me to ever go against him just because I've seen what he for over a decade. I've seen what he can do. So even if he's down 6-0, I'm still going to sit back in my chair and say he can still win this.
Yeah. If you like technical play and people that make decisions, intelligent decisions, Kevin will always be one of your favorite players. Even in situations like this, he's not kicking at it this way because it's lucky. That gave him the best chance to get behind the ball. He was trying to move it the exact opposite. He wanted that ball below
The
the
4 ball to
3 and
go
the
up
5.
table.
Right.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. He wasn't just guessing at that. He thinks through everything.
That's our chat. Jeremy says hi.
What's up, Jeremy? Yes, that is Scott Halls.
Yep.
This is
Uh,
my first time on this. I didn't realize I had access to the chat channel here.
Yeah, that's why I have it on my phone over here because my eyesight doesn't allow me to read over there.
Yeah, we're not talking about eyesight today. That's on my list of excuses for this weekend.
Oh, it's my list excuse. I'm blind in one eye, so.
I'm blind in both eyes.
Well, I'm blind in one and I can't see out of the other. So.
See,
Yeah.
he let that out. That surprised me a little bit.
Yeah. And Rob's been shooting very confidently.
Rob,
yeah.
he has spent the better part of a year playing on his table in his basement and trying to improve what he considered his weakest parts of his game. And for a long time, he's been known as very aggressive. He's pretty much an all or nothing kind of guy. And he has worked on his cue ball control, his pattern play, his shot selection, and he posts constantly on Facebook looking for advice so other people can watch and give criticism. He has made a big effort in the past year, and I expect him to do fairly well. I really don't think he's competed in much for a while now.
Did he used to play one pocket a lot?
Not that I'm aware of, but I
Okay.
was never much of a one pocket guy,
Which
so
actually,
I'm
which
not
actually
sure.
surprises me with how you control the cue ball that you weren't really a one pocket guy.
Uh, the area that I'm in, it was just
No.
never a big thing. It usually in Allentown or Philly, it wasn't so much one pocket. It was back pocket 9 ball.
Uh,
Uh, they combine rotation with one pocket. Those games I played extensively, but one pocket itself, no, I very little uh, experience with it. Well, very little experience for someone that plays as much as long as I have.
yeah. Unfortunately, or I guess I could say fortunately, I I've been
Yeah,
introduced to a lot of one pocket being where we're at.
everyone is pulling for Thomas, including me.
Yes.
It's I've been telling people for months, Gerald, that he is playing. Uh, when it comes to just shooting and getting out, he's playing a good ball or two above me.
But you
Uh,
still have all that knowledge.
right. It's when it comes to knowledge and thinking, and we'll call them tactical decisions. I still have him, but not for long. We'll see if
Um,
Kevin chooses to kick at this and move it up table.
I always pull for the both of you, no matter where you're at. But yeah, Thomas is being able to see him progress over the last even 3-4 years.
Oh,
It's hard not to pull for him. I mean, he's always done everything right. So
he is far and above his what his age would suggest.
yes.
I'm a little surprised uh, how Kevin took that shot.
I'm surprised Rob took that one. He wanted that one ball behind the 4 and to come 2 rails and put the cue ball behind the 9, and he hit it soft,
Yeah, well, he tried to spin it to get the cue ball to go longer, and he's
just
used
creating
to.
distance.
Yeah, he's playing almost all the time on diamonds, and diamonds are gonna have you're gonna get a different response.
Yeah,
These are gold crown threes, I think.
I believe so.
Uh, Rails are gonna be slower, little bit different. He's probably gonna struggle a little bit on some of his moves. Google and Mom call you Gerald. All right, we'll go to Jerry. I didn't want to ruin your alias. I thought it was Gerald. Gerald for a reason.
Now, do you try and draw past the 5 to the rail, or do you care if you come out and hit the 5 because you're going to go in the angle to go down for the 4 anyway?
I'm having trouble telling which is the five.
5's right above the 2.
No, I go back and across.
Okay.
If you try and draw out of this, it's it makes it missable,
Okay.
and there is really no danger in coming back and across. The 6 and the 7, everything's pretty much wide open. You'll see Kevin pretty much play to the center of the table on each of these shots to the 7 ball, and then
And then finally he'll have to
he'll
move out from the center from the 7 to the 8. Yeah.
yeah he'll pick a spot depending on where he ends up on the 7.
Now, do you come straight up table or spin it 2 rails?
I come straight up table.
Okay.
It's a little steep to spin it out 2 rails. It's pretty natural.
Oh.
See, he tried to spin it and got a little thick.
So,
But that's a consequence of not getting to where he needed to be on that first shot.
yes.
He came up about 2 feet short. See, I mean, this is touchy. Rob's going to want to spin this with inside and go 2 rails, and I think he's better off going the other way.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why.
He hit it too hard.
Yeah, it's you gotta let it go if you go that way. I think
See,
if he uses left and just tries to float up away from the 7, take his shot on the 5, the 6 is pretty easy.
yeah, you don't really have to do anything. You play a stop shot on the
Right.
5, and you'd be fine. Now, me personally, I spin that ball to come in between the 6 and the 7. Now, sometimes I roll a little far and I don't have a good angle on the 5. That's the hazard of that.
Yeah, well, that's a what I would call overspin, and if you feel good and you got all the rhythm,
Oh,
and
he's scratching.
yeah, if things feel good, you can play that shot. But they both look like they're kind of fighting for rhythm,
Yeah.
still getting started. This is what their first. This is their first match.
This is their first match.
Right. They're just getting started. They're still getting adjusted to the tables.
And then with a lot of players here, there's no practice tables, so
No.
they've been sitting.
See, like this is the stuff where Kevin. Uh, I think he wins many of his matches just based on this little scenario right here. Even though he's not comfortable, he's not loose, he has no rhythm. He's not going to take any chances with
No,
anything here.
he's very steady and he's going to shoot very high percentage shots.
Yeah. But later on, when he's comfortable, you're not going to see him roll forward and take this cut. He'll draw it back, but he'll only do that once he's comfortable.
Yeah.
Like
Nice.
most of your better players think like that.
He should go ahead and make this, and he'll make it 3-3.
Don't curse him.
And it's going to be Rob to break. Rob won the leg, so he does have the break. If it does go hill, he will be the one breaking. Have you played yet?
Mm-mm.
No. Where are you?
If I understood right, I have Dylan.
That's right. You were
And I
supposed to be on the stream, but you have a winner side like a second round match. Where are you at?
I don't know where I am. This is the first time I'm looking at the brackets.
Huh? It's got to be up here. I had to miss it. Right here.
There
Yep.
I am.
Yeah. See, you got to buy. Dylan had already played,
Right.
so
Jeremy Scotchwell, I guess, didn't show.
forfeit. Yeah.
Looks so both me and Dylan, or
Technically
Dylan,
didn't play. Yeah.
for the grammar people, Dylan and I.
If they're gonna be grammar people on this stream, they can go ahead and follow somebody else. So
Yeah, it's if I understood right, me and Dylan are next.
yes, you guys are gonna be next up on this table. I completely forgot about that.
Yes, and everybody has the same pattern.
Yes, it's 178, 3, 9, 4, 5, 6, and then 2 in the back. I try to get Rick to also institute a no soft break. One, that's so hard to manage.
Yeah,
And 2, when I was trying to tell him that, he was practicing a soft break. So he was like, yeah, I don't think we're going to do that.
it's a template rec.
Yeah.
A lot of people, like even that's going to be considered a little firm. A lot of people are going to break middle speed or less. They're just going to look to make the wing ball and get position on the one for the corner.
Yeah.
But,
I probably spent an hour in here last night just practicing the break because we don't have gold crowns at Brews, and we only have that one big table. So
yeah, see that's always been his downfall right there.
just cue control, letting it
his
go.
cue ball go.
This is the famous Spanish Rob.
Oh yeah, let's see if he rolls him up behind this 6 ball or whatever that is behind the 9.
You don't bank the 2 and try and put the cue ball behind the.
No, I think he rolls up. I think he rolls.
Oh.
Up. I did say earlier he was known as wide open. That was wide open.
You know what? I really like this guy.
He's a wide open guy. You can't fault him for playing it two-way. He played the carom on the 5 and tried
In
to
the
bank the 2.
yeah. Now Kevin just going to float this in. Come 2 rails for the 5. 6 was right there. He's going to be perfectly fine.
His only real
Oh.
problem is from the 6 to the 7. Even as bad as that got, his problem is still only the 6 to the 7. And he'll probably just bunt this ball and go 2 rails, shoot the 7 in the far corner, and roll forward for the 8.
I think he's just going to spin it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just going to bunt it a little bit. Oh, he did go out. So that tells me that he's going to go 2 rails.
2 rail 4 for the 7.
And go back towards the side pocket.
I don't know. I just feel like it's okay from that angle.
Yeah.
I feel like drawing it, but
the
angle's there for the 2 rail forward.
Me personally, I don't like either because they both bring the side pocket into play. If he draws out, he has to play below the side pocket, which makes position of the 8 a little bit tougher. And if he goes 2 rails to get below the side pocket, there's always a chance he runs into it that way.
Hit it pretty good.
It's hard to tell how
Tim, Rob,
he is.
Spanish Rob is a famous player.
He is well known.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll see Kevin later in the tournament actually drawing back and playing that 8 in the side. Yeah. You're right. He's still just trying to find his feet.
Yeah, he's not situated with the table speed yet. Like I said, rails are slower.
Just gonna go for a little bit of right, come back out.
He'll just float. He'll float that. His goal right now is just to not give away games.
All right, so Kevin goes up 4-3. It will be Kevin to break. No, that is not the famous Rob chord. That's just Rob chord.
Rob chord.
Rob, we were actually surprised we didn't see you here. You don't miss many of these.
See how this one goes for him. His last 2 breaks have ended up in safety battles.
Yeah, he hasn't made a wing ball yet. He made the 7 once, lucked safe another time, and I can't remember the other break. Makes a wing ball there, and he will have. Technically, he'll have a shot. But you're probably just going to push this one past this whole cluster and put the cue ball in the 7, right?
I would have to see that from a different angle.
Unfortunately, here.
It depends. If I can get into the cue ball enough to get between the 7 and the 5 and get towards the 2 ball in the side pocket, the same side that the 1 would go.
Okay.
I would take the shot, but only if I'm positive I can get through there. There's no point in shooting the 1 if I'm not going to guarantee a shot. So if I'm not comfortable, yeah, I roll the 1 ball up, leave the cue ball sitting on the 7 or whichever ball that is.
That's a 7. Yeah.
7.
Yeah, and I agree with both of those things. If I can get on the 2, even if it means shooting it in and getting past the 4 and in between the 4-9 window, if I can make the 2, if I can get on the 2, I'm shooting it. If not, I'm just rolling up on the 7.
Yeah.
And he hit that pretty good. Yes, Jeremy, we are using a pattern for the rack. You have 1, then 7-8, then 3-9-4, 5-6, and then the 2 in the back. All the odds on one side, the evens on the other, 1 up top, obviously, and 2 in the back. It's just so nobody else can put out a pattern that can benefit them. This was just a predetermined by the tournament pattern, and the same one that we used in the bar table 9-ball, and I believe it's the same one we're going to be using going forward.
It's hard to see how much of a space he has.
There
Oh,
you go.
so he has very little there.
Yeah, he's in trouble.
Um. Oh yeah, he's definitely in trouble.
Yeah.
He's.
If
I don't
he's
think he's
going,
going to be able to shorten that up enough to do what he's looking at.
nah, he's short. He did shorten it up enough.
Yeah,
he just hit it short. But
yeah,
he was trying to go 4 rails and kick the one.
yeah.
I believe.
That we will call that difficult. It might have been one of those rare times where I just roll a ball up on something else and try to make the out tough.
I am perfectly fine with an all Haas final as long as I can be the one that finishes third.
I would love to see an all Haws final.
Yeah.
I have not had very good performances lately. Some mental problems.
58's the winner for the 50-50 boards.
58.
Yeah.
I think I took 48.
I had 17, 47, and 15.
Okay, well, you didn't have the winner either.
Nope. But I donated to a good cause.
I donated to something. I can't tell if that 4-ball goes or not.
It
I guess it
goes.
does because he's
Yeah.
shooting it. But as long as he don't end up on the 50-yard line here, I would say he's going to be fine.
And the 5's going to go on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he had anywhere above the center of the table where he'd be okay.
Jeremy said you were 1 skid away from going deep in the Dinosphere.
That ball skidded because of how bad I hit it. I would love to blame the conditions. I bought a set of Dinosphere Platinum balls maybe 5-6 months ago, and I have not skidded one ball, not one, which was the biggest influence for me. Because I have all the aramiths, and with the measle ball they skid. The measle ball just if you push through the cue ball and try to skid it to control what you're doing, sometimes it just skids the object ball. Every player that does it from like ages 25 and up, they've all dealt with it. It's incredibly frustrating. I've been playing with them for months, never skidded a ball. That 9-ball skidded because I played it timid, and it was new cloth, and I didn't want to spin it. I didn't want to try anything aggressive, so I just used a little bit of inside and hit it horrible. I would not hide the chalk from Thomas. I'd hide his brake cue. If you go to the bathroom, I'd take his brake cue and take it apart, put it in my case.
Except for the greedy pool players. I think everybody here would actually love to see that finals.
Mm-hmm. And I agree, Jeremy. Most skids are miscues from we will call the operator. Not all. Sometimes the balls just stick, and they stick so bad you can see the number flip from the side to the top.
He got kicked.
Well,
I thought he got
lost
kicked
his
in.
cue ball there.
How well does he jump? I don't know what type of glove he uses, by the way.
He jumps well, or at least according to the Facebook videos, he does. No, some skids are just the material, the composite, doesn't mix well with the cue ball that's being used. Because a lot of rooms, they go and throw the old blue dot cue ball in there, or the red circle cue ball that was so popular in the 90s, and the material does not mix with
Oh,
the material that the balls are made out of over the past, say, 10 years. From the time that Aramith Pro started becoming popular and outbeating the Centennials, nice shot, Rob. Um, they changed cue balls and stuff like the measle ball. There's a composite that does not match well with the material that the Centennials were made from. So sometimes they stick, and it has nothing to do with operator error. It's just how you choose to hit it. If you hit the cue ball flat and it skids a little bit, and then they grab, they just stick, and there's nothing you can do.
yeah. You're gonna need to sit in and commentate more with us because I didn't know any of that.
Huh?
And
Oh, I got plenty of excuses. Nah, that is that is true. Not an
trust me,
excuse.
I believe it.
It's I might be wrong, and I am in no way associated with Dinospheres, but I think they are the first all resin ball.
Hmm.
Um, if you use the cue ball that comes with the set, it is extremely receptive, consistent. I've only been using them for a few months. That is a 5.4. I've only been using them a few months, and I'm real happy with them. Waxing is almost unnecessary anymore. With the old Centennials and the Brunswick uh, knockoffs and the Aramith lights that they used to use in the bar rooms, they absolutely had to be waxed constantly. Centennials, you could wax them every day, and it wouldn't harm them. With the materials that they use now, you're better off with a slightly damp cloth or a rag with like one dot of Cornova wax or something, because you don't want the buildup. The buildup will actually affect the cloth. It'll affect how the ball rolls. It'll skid when you hit it, especially if you're playing on newer cloth with newer conditions. It makes all kind of weird things happen.
All right, let's see if Kevin can have a good, just as good of breaks he had last time. He was able to make the wing ball and have a shot. Makes the wing ball again, makes the one on the
Oh,
side, and he's going to have a shot. I don't care what, because that two's in the pocket, and he's not going to push out. He can see the entire ball. I know to keep our balls clean at Brews, we don't wax, but we clean and polish 3 days a week.
hmm they
Just to keep the dirt off of them.
right. They have polish now that it has no buildup.
Hmm.
Ice Whiz Raid. What is Ice Whiz Raid? It sounds like a game I haven't played yet.
Well, rating is when a YouTuber or someone that's on another streaming platform
Nice
will
shot,
find a
Kevin.
smaller uh, host, and then they raid, and all the people come in, subscribe, like there. So if it's one of those, go right ahead.
Ah, oh, I'm pretty sure that was his only real problem there. We weren't really talking about it, but he played a very nice shot from the 2 to the 4.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes, Rob, I do believe Jeremy did comment your match. Commentate your match.
oh, yeah. I hear somebody said somebody was standing behind my hair on one of those matches. I've had like 3 people. They're like, they're commenting on your hair. I'm like, what?
Oh yeah, I believe that was talked about a couple
Uh,
different times.
I'm growing it back.
Now, do you just draw this ball back, or do you come 3 rails for the 7, or do you come 2 rails for the 7?
Honestly, I draw it back more towards the side.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty much all I would try and do right there. Because if I try and go any further, even like 3 inches, I'll draw it 2 feet and get in that pocket. Shane, I saw him play. I saw him playing, but I don't know where he is right now. So let's see if I can
So,
find him here.
see if he goes 2 rails or if he just draws out 1. If he's comfortable, he
I'm
goes
going
2.
1 rail. I'm just going up and down 1 rail.
See, if he's comfortable, he goes 2 rails like that.
Yeah. He's starting to get a
Although
little bit more comfortable.
he didn't hit it good. He got close to the side.
All right. Kevin's going to go up 6-4. He is on the hill. Spanish Rob, very unhappy with himself, throws the rack on the table, and it will be his break. Yeah, I'll say he talked your game up a little bit, but that's all right. Us that actually know how you don't really play that well, so it's fine.
See, I don't watch you play that much, so I think you play great.
Thanks for
Mr.
tuning in, Daniel.
Mr. Billet.
Is it Dan or Daniel?
Dan.
Okay.
Or Mr. Billet.
Yeah.
I'm going to call that a miss. He's going to get away with it, but that's a miss.
Yeah. And how he loves to fire balls in.
He's probably fine.
Yeah, he's going to be good. Play a stop shot on the 1. Give yourself an angle on the 2, come out. And, yeah, I don't see any reason why
Yeah,
this shouldn't be going 1 more game.
I'm struggling a little bit with it because on the screen, I can't really tell what ball is what. For those that don't know me, I'm colorblind, which means some of the balls kind of blur together.
Yes.
It's tough to tell the 4 and the 6, I think that is.
4,
Right.
6,
It's
5,
tough to
7,
tell them
8.
apart.
I feel you because I'm the same way. Only thing is I've probably done about 500 matches now, so
That was a little.
it's getting easier and easier. I sometimes mess up at Brews, the 2 and the 7. Well, no, the 4 and the 7. I mess those up a lot.
I think if he's comfortable there, he actually draws out of that 3 rails. I don't think he
Rolls that forward.
Yeah, I don't think he rolls that ball forward to that shot.
But with your opponent being Kevin West and on the hill,
yeah, well,
you're just
he's down 6-4. He didn't want to give it up.
No.
But I know there's a part of his brain that wanted to draw out of that 3 rails and hit it hard. These are the ones that us old guys struggle with. It's hard to roll that ball across the rail. Half the time I hit them and they hit the rail, get 6 inches in front of the pocket.
I don't know if you're allowed to say us old guys. You're not that old.
I'm 49.
Exactly. It's not old.
But I've lived like an 80-year-old.
No, true story.
See, he just went 1 rail and up.
See, I'm spinning that to the side rail.
I thought he'd used a little bit of left and went up and tried to make sure he had a good angle. Although, me personally, I would prefer to be shooting this cut shot than a half a ball off the rail.
I can understand that, yeah. And bucket. So it is going to be 5-4. I mean 6-5.
6-5.
6-5. Kevin to break, and he has a chance to end it right now.
You talking about Debreo,
Raphael.
Rafael?
Yeah.
I had a mental meltdown. I left shortly after. I didn't stay to watch too long, so I missed some good play. That and I had to go to work in the morning.
No. No. There is that.
So yeah, it's a 2.5 hour drive. I think I did take some action after the match though. See how this goes. Yeah, he's not quite there yet. He's got the wing ball, but he doesn't have the one ball yet. And his
No.
cue ball's coming
Later
back.
later today into tomorrow, he's going to be deadly once he figures out the
Yeah,
break.
once he gets his speed right.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll be pulling the cue ball over that side rail. He'll be leaving it more in the center. But right now, he's just trying to make sure he gets the wing ball. So he's pulling the cue ball over to the side rail. And ordering some orange juice.
He tried. They didn't have no apple juice.
Oh, apple juice.
Yeah, he wanted apple juice.
So, can you see how far that two ball is off the
It
point?
looks. Oh, off the point. Yeah, off the point. It's not.
Ah, huh? He'll play to this. As long as he gets within, say, yeah, it doesn't have to be on the rail. See where his pinky is? If he
Yeah.
gets anywhere in that 4-inch area, he's fine. Because
You can run into the point and bounce off from that angle.
either that or the pockets are big enough that you don't have to run into the point. You can
Okay.
overcut it or you can undercut it. But the exchange you make there is you can't really move the cue ball around. But he's always had pretty good control with this
Yes.
if he plays to that. He may not. He may play to come off and move the two below and leave the cue ball on the floor. But I personally think at 6'4", he's trying to get out right here. Or 6'5". Yeah.
He didn't get there.
No, but he's fine. That's his that's the stop shot I was talking about, leaving the cue behind the floor.
Yep. And then just two rail the two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a fairly risk-free shot, but he'd have preferred to be shooting. He didn't want to be playing this safe because it's not really a safe. He's going to make Rob kick, but it's not as safe. And if he tries to play the cue ball on top of the floor, then he risks selling out the two.
So you're just playing a stop shot there, medium stroke, and just sending this to two rails?
Make them do something.
Okay.
Even if you know that they're going to hit it, they have to hit it, they have to control it. If they can't control it, they have to get lucky. He's looking at thinning the ball, but I can almost guarantee he's not going to do that.
I don't know if we had an upset that just happened or not. Dave the
who?
other commentator,
Oh, Nangle.
is walking up to the scores table with the sheet, and Brandon's hitting balls on the table like he's frustrated. So he might have just beat Brandon.
Brandon who?
Shuff.
Mr. Nangle beat Shuff.
Maybe. We'll see.
Or is he just being nice and taking
He
the
might
score
just
sheet
be
up?
no, but Brandon wouldn't be still hitting balls. He would have packed up his stuff.
This early, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I was going to try to defend it, but yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I was a little surprised Kevin tried to thin there. He sold out.
It's a sellout, but
Well,
Rob's going to draw in between the 6 and the 8, and get on the 4, and he should be fine.
for the record, I'd be thrilled to see Dave beat Brandon. That would be a career highlight for him.
That'd be huge.
See if he draws this back or stops it. See,
And
I disagree with that a little bit.
you want to draw back more to give yourself the angle.
Yeah, because the 9 ball takes away your easy shot, so you have to make sure that you're on the right side. Now he almost has to stop this and then stop the 7 ball too, or he has to draw back towards his side. I would have pulled it back and exaggerated my position and guaranteed the 7 ball to be easy. That way the 8 to the 9 is easy.
He left himself a little odd on the 8.
Uh,
He's still going to be fine, but
well, he's gonna have to shoot off the rail a little bit or hit it good. Yeah, see, that's a little iffy, but you're probably gonna see far worse position out of me my first match. But he should be
What up?
fine. Just take a breath.
Yeah, he's. Somebody was walking by, and Rob was like, "Go ahead."
Too full in the face, slow and white. Oh, parked in the pocket. I should finish that sentence.
Oh yeah,
I
to
don't.
just roll up. All right, so we have a hill.
It is hill. I'm a way better commentator than Josh.
Yep.
You do know Josh can hear me read that, right?
Yeah.
All right. Just
Yeah.
checking. Just checking. Laying on the sofa. Aren't you? Aren't you supposed to be working?
The first match was.
Chris Funk and
It should be rolling across the ticker.
I know it was Chris Funk because he came up. It took forever.
And John Frederick or
Oh no!
scratches on the break hill.
He pulled it straight into the side pocket too. It wasn't
Yeah,
even
didn't even get
questionable.
kicked. Oh, and then he hits the chalk like that. And
Well, he's an emotional player.
all right, so apparently Dave was just being nice.
Nothing against Brandon, but I would have liked to see Dave have a highlight day.
I'm always rooting for him.
Yeah, I like Dave.
Yeah.
He's got some 1985 trick shot videos if anyone wants to look them up, which means I have.
He was at one time the
What is this? The 4 balls next.
world Mass A champion. So
I have no idea what you just said.
in trick shot, world
Mass
Mass A
champion.
yeah.
Okay.
Because in trick shot they have all different disciplines. You have jump, draw, Mass A.
Oh man,
I believe he went down to Atlanta and won the world Mass A championships.
I did not like either of those choices.
No, it seems like he's playing timid. He's not.
Well, he tried to play aggressive and he got on the wrong side of the 4. And he's relying on big pockets and experience.
As long as he doesn't shorten his stroke, he should. Oh, he overcut it.
Well, he might get away with it.
No, he's not getting away with that.
You don't know. Robert has to go back and forth.
But you don't. But he doesn't have to hit it hard. As long as he doesn't end up. As long as he doesn't end up underneath the 8, he should be fine.
It's very easy to under-roll this ball because you're trying to protect, and bad things happen when you lag the object ball.
Yeah.
Bad things happen.
I agree.
All right. So he overrolled it, guaranteed the 5. He should be okay then. See, me, I underroll that. It bumps the point and stays up. That needs to slow down. Straight is not where you want to be when it's hill.
No.
So, can you get the other angle?
I believe he can. I think he can roll up and get 2 rails. He's going to draw back.
Nah, yeah, he's going to draw out of that. That means he was 2 straight. I mean, I think these are 5-inch pockets.
They're big.
Right. You can't really get dead straight. But if he couldn't go forward and come off, that meant that he was just ugly all around. Ah,
Oh.
I know how that feels. We all
Unfortunately, so do I.
know how that
Yeah.
feels.
All right, so now Kevin's going to come. He's always composed, but still, I'm going to say he's got to compose himself.
He's always composed on the outside.
Oh, on the inside, yeah.
On the inside, he's a 5-year-old on Halloween with all his candy.
Just comes straight up and down. All right, and that should be all she wrote. Kevin should finish this off.
I was going to say he underhit that, but that came off pretty nice. All right, that means I'm going to be up as long as we don't jinx him.
Well, either way, you're going to be up after this shot. So, because if Kevin misses that, he's throwing the cue ball across the table and he's going to lose.
That sounds like I need to go to the bathroom.
All right. Well, good luck to you, sir.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
And we're going to take a quick break.
Enjoy the stream, Gerald.
All right. We are going to be right back in a little bit with Dylan Spoor and Scott Haas. If everybody could, please share the stream, like. I love how everybody is commenting. It's good to have people to talk to. Share the stream, subscribe. That way, if another malfunction does happen, you will be notified and get the link directly, and you won't have to go on Facebook or anything else. So if you could, go ahead, like, subscribe, share. And I am going to be joined back by Dave Nangle, who is fresh off of his nail biter finish. I don't really know. For a second, no, he doesn't have headphones on, so he can't hear.
All right, so we got a good match coming up here for you after 2 straight Hill matches to open the day. We got another great match, Scott Haas and Dylan Spoor. Yeah, it looks like Dylan has won the lag, so Dylan will be breaking.
And
So,
I will not be able to join you for this entire match, unfortunately.
I figured you were going to have to play soon.
Yeah, they said it's going to be, I'm 2 matches away.
Yeah. So there's a alternate break, race to 7, Texas Express 9-ball. This is a second round match. Both of these players had buys in the first round.
And we were just lucky enough to be joined by Scott while you were playing your match.
Yes,
And
if you want to call it that.
hey, you played. You broke at least 3 times. No, 4 times because it was 7-1. So you broke exactly 4 times.
Yes.
My math.
Yes, I broke, made a ball, played a safe badly. He ran out and broke and ran. I broke, made a couple balls, overcut the crap out of the 2-ball. He ran out. Then he didn't break and run. Actually, that 4th game was the only one that I won. But
Dylan put some little gusto in the ball. Does make the wing ball, makes the 3, and does not leave himself a good offensive shot on the 1. Now, if he wants to be super aggressive, he can play a 2-way and spin bank the 1 and leave the 1 behind the 4. Or he can just thin the 1 and try and come 2 rails and put it behind the 9, or 3 rails behind the 9.
you try and get behind the 9. You don't just sit on the rail behind the 5.
No, I try and get behind the 9 because even if I hit the 1 ball too thick, I have the 8 ball there to protect me as well.
Gotcha.
Hello, bang time. I'm not gonna lie, if that's the name of a pool hall down there, I'm making a trip. Oh, it looks like he's gonna go the other way and no. Now, one of the good things about going that way, though, even though he didn't get anywhere near here where he wanted with the 1 or the Q, it's still a 9-foot shot. And Scott has to do a little bit of work to get onto the 2. I've been trying to follow Johnny's match against Chris Funk over there. I've been doing a horrible job at it. Oh.
Oh, wow. Very nice shot by Scott.
Yeah, he hits that really nice. Now he's going to have to go up and down for... If he can get the cue ball exactly where it is now, maybe over about 6 inches to the left, that's where he wants to be. So you just hit this ball. I pretty much hit it center ball, maybe a half a tip of left, and try and go 2 rails. If I end up running into the 9, I'll still have a shot on the 4. He looks like he's drawing out. Oh, he's playing safe.
Safe.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah. He does leave the 1 rail kick.
A little unlucky to get in the window between the 4 and the 5 there.
Yeah, he leaves the 1 rail.
4 and the 7.
Yeah. If he was just able to have it stop rolling half an inch more, maybe a full inch, then Dylan wouldn't have the 1 rail at all. And he would have to go at least 2 rails Yeah, at least 2 rails to kick this ball. But now he can just go 1 rail, send the 2 ball up table, and try and control the cue ball around the 9. Mm. So we were up to over 230 viewers at one point. See if we can get it back up there. If we can get some shares out there, likes, subscribe. It does help out with the YouTube algorithm so people can find us easier. Holy, it's that ball good.
Yes, he did.
All right. Note to self: if I play Scott later, don't leave him an off-angle, really hard cut.
Don't leave him anything.
It really don't leave him anything. Yeah. I watched a little bit of it, James. Makes the 8. Good carom.
He moved into the way for a second there. I thought that 8 was going to hang up.
I have to be up. 1, 2, 3 tables. I'm really confused over there. Chris missed the 6 ball. Johnny could see it. Johnny gave him ball in hand on the 6 ball without the 6 ball moving. So Chris had ball in hand on the 6. Now he has a horrible shot on the 7. What's that mean? Oh, whatever.
I told them that we can't hear their announcements with the headsets on, so if they call either of us, they need to come get us. Hopefully they remember that.
I doubt it.
It was a little easier for me because I knew who my opponent was and he was sitting right over there, so as long as he didn't move to get up, I knew I didn't need to.
Yes.
But
Thank you, DC Pool, Indonesia. Now, I just slow roll this ball in because the distance that you're traveling, and even with the slow roll, just like that, you're going to come above the 6 and be fine.
unless you
No,
go into the
it's gonna
side
hit off the
pocket.
point. Damn it.
I agree with you on how to play it, but
Yeah.
that's the one thing you have to do is make sure you miss the pocket there.
Yeah. So maybe slow roll that ball with just like a half a tip of inside just to straighten it out a little bit. Or hold it a little bit. It matters how you want to look at it because people use different terminology.
Based on my match, what I probably would have done was overcut that ball by 4 inches, but
You probably would have ended up safe though. Oh no, you didn't hit it hard enough to get safe. Oh, speaking of hard enough.
whoa.
He just wanted to play. He told me he was really good at back pocket 9 ball. And
Yeah, back pocket. Oh, no, never mind.
Yeah. Apparently the top right is his corner.
And 1-0 lead for Scott.
And I'm just going to go check to make sure they didn't because they said I was 2 matches away, and I know they've called at least that. So I'll be right back.
All right, Scott up 1-0. It will be his break. The players in this tournament are using a preset pattern for the rack. It is the 1 ball, followed by the 7-8, followed by the 3-9-4, followed by the 5-6, and then lastly the 2. Scott and Dylan have chosen to put the template for the pattern on the floor. That is why you'll see Scott looking down underneath the table periodically while he is trying to rack the balls. Okay, Scott makes the wing ball. Looks like he has a shot on the 1. Just rolls back out towards the side pocket. Easy shot on the 2 on the side. Looking to see if he wants to leave it there to play the 4 in the left corner, or come back and play the 4 on the right. I think he's gonna just stop the cue ball there and play the 4 in the upper left corner. As long as he didn't drift behind the 8 too much here, should be okay. Just roll. Can either draw back and play the 5 in the same pocket, or roll forward and play the 5 in the opposite corner. Looking to see where he wants to be on the 6 here. He's gonna just try and leave the cue ball right around where the 5 is and play the 6 down to the bottom right-hand corner. Oh, thank you, Maria. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Scott's gotten himself a bit too close to the 8 ball here. Oh, if it stops in time, that was a really well played safety by Scott there. And Scott, obviously the 6 ball did stop in time, and Dylan is hooked here. Looking at possibly kicking in behind the 6. I think that hit the rail first. I believe that would be ball in hand. does not look like Scott is taking ball in hand, so I guess I was wrong. I guess it caught the 6 ball before it caught the rail. Not that he necessarily needs it here. This is a pretty straightforward out, even from where it lies. Yeah, play a 7 in the corner, 8 in the side, 9 in the bottom right corner, and he'll have a 2-0 lead. It'll be Dylan to break. And Scott wipes his feet a little bit, but Scott makes the 9, takes the 2-0 lead. Dylan will be breaking. Let's have a quick word from some of our sponsors while Dylan racks. The Predator Arena Light, engineered by Lucid Ball Sports. Safe Harbor Retirement Planners, results-driven fiduciaries dedicated to your goals. Yeah, Scott's definitely got the good mullet going, Jeremy. Well, actually, it's not really a mullet. He just has the front pulled back. The front is not that short. Good break by Dylan, but the 2 ball is tied up with the 6. Not sure how he's going to try to play this here. He's going to try and run into him, or if he's going to try and get behind him to play the 2 on the side. Looks like he's trying to run into him. Very nice. Yeah, 2 does pass by the 7. So 4 comes around for the 5 in the corner. Needs to make sure he doesn't hit this too hard. That's tight, but I believe he's okay. Yeah, he was okay, but left himself a little bit of a testy angle here on the 6 ball. But it is a natural angle to come 2 rails out for shape on the 7. Oh, he overcuts it. Hangs the 6 ball up. Great opportunity here for Scott to take a commanding 3-0 lead with being his break. Scott just Taps the 6 ball in, rolls back up to the middle of the table. Another good shot. Good leave on the 9. Take a 3-0 lead. As I said, it will be Scott to break. Scott made a ball on the break. Made the 3 ball. Has a good shot on the 1. 2 ball is right near the side pocket. A little further than I expected Scott to go there, but he's okay on a good line. Just needs to draw back a little bit. Play the 4 in the corner. Ooh, gets unlucky and goes into the 8 ball. And Scott will be playing a safe here. He tends to play more on the conservative side. Possibly bank the 4 ball near this. No? Huh? Okay, he's going to try and put the cue ball behind the 8. I thought he might try and put the 4 ball behind the 8. It's like he has. It's tight. Not sure if he has left Dylan a piece of this ball or not. Looks like Dylan's not sure if he left Dylan a piece of this ball or not. Plays a little bit of a masse to come around and make a hit on the 4. Just left Scott long, but he can hit it. Okay, so Dylan, first real opportunity to get going here in this match. Oh, he's gotten a good leave on it though, as I don't believe Scott can see this ball. Scott elects to just roll softly up to the 5 ball to play safe. Not sure what Dylan has here, probably a safety of some sort. Need to be very quiet when the players are down at the near end of the table from the camera because they're only a couple feet away from me and I don't want them hearing what I am saying. Because it is very aggravating when you can hear somebody commentating on what you're doing. Scott makes a good hit. Does not get the cue ball up behind the 7. So has left Dylan a thin cut on the 5. Dylan elects to play safe instead of taking on the thin cut. Again, it's not under any cover, but he has a long shot here for Scott. Oh, Scott tried to play a safe, but missed the 5 ball completely. Dylan just looking to see how he wants to get on this 6. It is a little bit tricky where it's sitting right next to the side pocket on the rail. Makes it nicely, gives himself good shape on the 7, angle to get down on the 8. Dylan comes up. Wanted to roll just a little bit further, but this shouldn't be a problem. Attempt to cut the lead to 3-1, and it will be his break. Knocks it in, 3-1. Dylan to break. Okay, Dylan finally on the board. Break, trying to get back to within one rack here. Yeah, so Dylan pockets a couple balls. Doesn't really have a shot on the one here, so he'll be playing safe. Or he'll be banking the one in. It's kind of a two-way, as he was behind the 8 had he not made the one. Nice shot there. Looks like Dylan might be getting into a little bit of a rhythm here. Rolls the 5 in the side, gives himself a good angle on the 6 to come back across table for the 7. So go into the bridge once again. Also having to wait for one of our players on the next table over. Nicely done. Little bit of an angle to come out off the rail, shoot the 8 in the top left corner. Looks like he'll cut this ball in, follow 2 rails back down the table, shoot the 9 in what's now the upper right pocket. Hit it a bit soft. Left himself a tough cut into the lower right pocket. And he overcut it. Oh, and got unfortunate break with the cue ball coming off the point and rolling down to leave Scott practically straight in on the 9. Even with the overcut, if he misses the point of the pocket there, he's going to end up not leaving Scott a shot. But instead, Scott takes a 4-1 lead and will be breaking, trying to go up 5-1. And let's get a word from a couple more of our sponsors. Simonis, the reference for superior quality billiard fabric. TAP Chesapeake Bay region. World domination, one player at a time. The Turtle Rack. Fast, accurate, and sturdy. All right, Scott's ready to break. Scott gets the 3 ball in. Also makes the 2. Left himself a shot on the 1. It's a fairly straightforward rack here for a player of Scott's caliber. Honestly, the 1 ball is probably the hardest part of this rack. If he gets the 1 and stays on the 4, I would expect him to be out here. Comes across nicely for the 5. See him roll 1 rail back out towards the center of the table. Play the 6 on the side. Little pad, probably. Looks like he's lining up to. No, okay. 2 rails. Gets on 7 nicely. Oh no. Did not see that coming at all. Scott with the unforced error. Scratches in the side pocket. It's a big opening for Dylan here. If he, I mean, obviously he's going to get out here. Close to within 4 to 2. It will be his break. So that close to being down 4 racks. If he can come with a break and run here, he'll be right back to within 1. And he does make it 4 to 2. Scott will look to shake off that error, and Dylan will look to capitalize further by getting the break and run here to cut Scott's lead to 1. Scott seems to be a not fairly, but a very mentally strong player. Whenever I've watched him play, he doesn't seem to let mistakes like that bother him from rack to rack. So I don't imagine he'll be dwelling on that too much. He'll just get back up and move along with whatever the next shot that's presented to him. And nice cut by Dylan. Looks like he's gonna come out nicely for shape on the 4. Excuse me, the 2. Very nice play. Good bump on the 5. Comes out nice. And again, don't see any reason why he should not be out here. Rolls that ball in nicely. And comes up, gives himself a good angle for the 9 in the corner. And just like that, only a minute ago he was staring at a 5-1 deficit. Instead, it's going to be 4-3 Scott, with Scott breaking. Okay, Scott up 4-3, getting ready to break here. Did not control the cue ball very well. He made the wing ball, but he cannot see the 1. Sure, we're going to see Scott push here. He's just trying to figure out where to push to. Looks like he's just going to push it over to the long cushion here. Yeah, Dylan's got, I think he can see a little piece of this 1. Looks like he, yeah, he has decided to give this push back to Scott. See what Scott comes with here. Scott makes a good hit, but it looks like he's giving up a shot on the 1 here. Dylan does have enough of this ball to make it, which I think he does. The most difficult part of this run out will be getting from the 4 onto the 5, unless he wants to take on that 5-8 combination. Well, he takes care of that now by bumping the 5 out. So, excellent shot. Now, I don't really see much in the way of him tying this match up at 4. Yeah, Dylan's left himself a good angle for the 5 to come back for the 6. Steph. Yeah. Hey, Dylan notes this matchup at 4. It's become a race to 3 here. Dylan will be breaking. Yeah, Jeremy, that was a huge mistake. Scott scratching, playing the 7, scratching, trying to get on the 8 ball. Could have taken a 5-1 lead. Instead, Dylan's won the next 3 racks and tied this up at 4. Good break by Dylan, but once again, has not put the 1 ball in a great position. Does not have a good shot. Does not have a shot. Might choose to just kick and hit this ball, or we might see him pushing here. Hello, Thierry. Nice of you to join us here from Africa. Dylan does choose to kick. It makes a good hit. And although Scott will be able to see this 1 ball, he's not going to be able to shoot it anywhere. So we'll be playing safe back. Scott's looking to see where he wants to get the cue ball here. Oh wow, he could see more of that ball than I thought he could. I didn't realize he could hit it full like that. I thought he had to thin it. Dylan plays a very nice safety. Scott locked up behind the 6. Oh, thank you, Epsom and Aquatics. We're glad you're enjoying the match. Thanks for watching. Scott looking at possibly massaying at this one ball. This is a tricky one. They're really, let's see, very close to the 6 and no real natural angle to try and come at this ball that I can see. I don't know that the 3 rail is there or not. He's going to have to shorten this up a lot. Oh, very nice. Hits it full in the face. But he's left Dylan a good shot. It's been informed our next match on the stream table will be Steve Fleming versus Scott's son, Thomas Haas. Should be another great match for you here. So far we've had 2 Hill matches and one that is 4-4 and looks like it could be well on its way to going Hill. May have killed that a little too much. Yeah. 5-7 combo definitely is not there. Looks like the 5 will go by the 8, but from this angle on the 4, it's going to be awfully difficult to keep the cue ball over there for that shot. So instead, he elects to play safe. Very, very smart decision there. Not sure he got there, though. He may have left that in the window. If he didn't leave a straight window, it's probably not a difficult ball to just massé slightly to get ahead here. And I am being joined in the booth by the co-owner of On the Hill Productions, Rick Scarlato. Thank you for joining us.
What's up, buddy? How you
Not
guys
much.
doing today?
Oh, be doing a little better if you stopped giving me guys with Fargos in the mid 700s for my first round match, but
Yeah, tough draw.
did you win your first match?
I did.
You
I did actually. I played pretty decent too. Tables are playing soft, so a little easy. Easy.
Jeremy Mason says hello, Rick.
Hey, what's up, Jeremy? How you doing, buddy? What we got here? 4-4.
Yep.
Looks like Scott left him a little off angle.
Yeah, he couldn't see the ball. He had to massé at it a little bit. Did he get himself behind the 8 there?
Looks like a little bit anyway.
Yeah.
Might have to try to play it in the corner now. I think he was trying to be able to play it in the side.
Yeah. Scott was up 4-1 in this match and running out to take a 5-1 lead. Shot the 7 in and scratched, trying to get on the 8. And ever since then, it's been all Dylan.
Dylan's one of the rising stars.
Oh.
Just missed it.
Yeah, it was a great attempt.
I think sometimes maybe he gets going a little fast.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, I think in the outset of this match, the outset of this match, he was playing a little slow. Mainly because Scott just wasn't giving him any chances, but then he started getting into a good rhythm, and yeah, I think he may have played a little too quickly there.
I like Scott to hold this ball.
Yeah, very nice.
Pretty much stop shoot from here. I think.
Yeah.
I have to do a little work to get back on the 9 ball, but
But not too much, yeah.
Yeah, Scott is one of the guys that he really plays the natural angles of the tables really, really well. So he'll come off the rail here, give himself a little angle to either just come 1 rail into the 9, or he's an old school guy, so he might want to go 2 rails.
Yeah.
Sometimes the 2 rail shot's a little easier to judge because you can hit it a little firmer. It's one of the things that all the real good players do. They go to the path they can hit a little firmer. It looks like he's going to just come off this Did he give himself the angle, come off the side rail?
So he's
That's
not
what he wanted
terribly,
to do.
as I say, is not terribly happy with the angle he's given himself.
No, it's a little
Hasn't
tricky.
really given himself much angle at all.
I like sliding this one up a little bit. If you just get around the side pocket, you got a pretty good makeable shot on the 9.
Honestly, that's what I was
Yeah,
looking at
he hit
from
that
that.
ball really good.
Except I would have drawn it all the way back to the corner pocket. So that's. And Scott gets back on the board. Slows Dylan's momentum down a little bit. Takes the 5-4 lead. Scott will be breaking.
How have they been breaking the balls over here? They've been hitting them, or kind of like medium and
I'd say medium. Yeah.
that's the thing with the 2
Hello,
ball in
Mike.
the back.
Thanks for joining us.
Once you find the speed where you can get that 2 ball out a little bit, in case you make the 1.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna say,
think that's the
Dylan.
break to go with.
I think Dylan's been hitting him a little too hard because he has not been making the 1 in the side pocket, but it's been getting all the way down to the center of the short rail, kind of where that cue ball was before Scott
Yeah.
picked it up.
I like trying to get the 1 ball. I don't like making the 1 myself. I like just make sure I make the wing ball, and trying to get the 1 ball to kind of lay up there around the corner pocket, opposite where I'm breaking from. Scott's breaking from the box. It looks like.
Yeah, I think he's slightly outside the box, but he's been breaking there the whole match, and
He's cutting them a touch.
yeah, it's been working well up until this rack where it does not look like he's got anything on the 1.
I don't know. He might have a window here. If he has a window, you can get pretty aggressive. You just got to watch the side pocket up there.
Trying to look over the monitor here and see if I can see if he has the window, but Scott is right in my way.
He can push also.
Oh yeah, no, I believe he
Kind
has
of
the
looking
window.
to see. He's kind of measuring a little bit there. Yeah, he doesn't like it. So if he does have a window, it tells me it's probably going to throw him right in the hole, maybe. Funny little shot here.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely looks like, from looking at the table, that he has the window. I'm just not sure what he can do with hitting the ball in that window.
He played the bank. Tried to play the 2-way. It's going to leak out a little bit on him, it looks like.
Yeah. I know you don't want to hit it too firm because you don't want the 1 ball coming way back up table, but it seemed like you needed to hit that a little harder to get the cue ball more under cover.
Yeah, you're trying to control both balls there. Or even if you could hit a touch thinner.
That too. But, I mean, with the window he had, I'm not sure he had the opportunity to hit it a touch thinner.
Wow. Dylan's not going to be happy with that.
No. Tried to come around the 5 ball and ended up just locking himself up behind it. That's actually the 7 ball, but what would you do here? You're gonna come off this? You come off the long rail to kick into this?
Yeah,
or?
I'm going to come off the side rail here, I think. He's going up the table. He's going to try to make a good hit here and leave Scott. Snooker try to get behind the 7. Oh, he made it. Nope.
No. To me, coming off the long rail to hit it is an easier hit, but even though it didn't work out for Dylan here, I think coming off the short rail like that, you have a better chance of ending up leaving him bad.
Yeah, for sure. The only thing about that shot is I mean, you hit it really good. And A lot of times it's hard not to sell out a shot. The other way, you got a chance to make the 8 and the 2 and maybe get something down table. You know,
Yeah.
2 ball might go in off the 8 or whatever. But, I mean, Dylan plays great. Got a chance. We're trying to put him behind the 7. Uh-oh, that might be too hard.
Mm.
Wow, Scott really let that ball go.
Sure, we're gonna see a safe coming here.
So, from here, I mean, he could thin the ball and try to keep it right around where it's at behind the 9 and bring the cue ball up the table. Or you bank it. Another chance to play a decent two-way shot here. You bank it back to the corner pocket, let the cue ball run over for some cover behind the 6. And if you
Yeah.
make it, you might get a little shot on the 6.